Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
To anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
the world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be
But
afraid.
every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
Greetings, friends, and welcome back once again to Gothic Horror Gaming. I'm your host, Tom Zadoyko, the Gloom Master. And tonight, as per always, we will be pursuing tabletop role-playing in a horror genre. just a quick note about that. This is, in fact, a horror genre, so there will be all sorts of disturbing things that may or may not crop up. Graphic descriptions of violence, um, all sorts of things of common phobias, um, visceral descriptions of various sorts. So if that is not really your thing, we understand. But if you are in for the horror genre, then you are in the right place. Additionally, we are going to actually touch on a couple of themes that have already been touched upon in history, some historical figures that can be a little disturbing, um, particularly most recently, Italian fascists. So if you find that a little dicey subject for yourself, we understand as well. We have plenty of other things on the channel. We just have the new updated schedule that was just posted. Before I get into describing the actual game itself, oh, there it is. So we have Modern Monday with Lady Prudence. We have our regular 5e Dungeons & Dragons game, Curse of the Feywild, at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Wednesday, crafting during the day, and then Gothic Horror Gaming here. And then tomorrow, Handler Z, who's in the background handling the comments, will be doing Flash Phantasmagoria Stories, where she'll basically take prompts and write brief horror stories on live on air with you based on your prompts. So we'd also like to thank our sponsors. We have a quick shout out to 3D2U, 3D2U.org, our good friends over there making all sorts of laser cut and 3D printed gaming accessories, dice towers, dice trays, boxes, journals, all sorts of wonderful things. So be sure to check them out, 3D2U.org. And our regular sponsors, of course, renadventures.com. We've got a new tour coming up in New Orleans. We're going to be down there from December 5th through the 9th. Join us, play 5e, and tour the city, culminating in a journey to the Louisiana Renaissance Fair on December 9th, where you'll see many of the same people you see on this channel and who will be running your games perform in their regular guise as Renaissance Fair performers. I'd also like to mention that we do have a new tour that we can officially announce now. It's going to be our Castle Tour. You might have seen it in the promo video there. We're getting the exact details, but it's going to be the beginning of June. Based out of Muncaster Castle in England, playing 5e in the evenings and during the day, touring all the castles in the area. Check it out at renadventures.com. And your dungeon masters for that journey will be Paulo Garbanzo, obviously, myself, and Ryan Gelodi, who was most recently Speedy Pete Boyle here on this channel in this game. So we'll be your 3 dungeon masters over in England in Muncaster Castle next June. So check it out at renadventures.com. Now, about tonight. Oh, I forgot one more sponsor. Ourselves. Handler Z in the background and myself, we have a Patreon called Quill and Quote. And we've collected all the stories that we've written for Quill and Quote, and that I then narrated and put them into a book. They're available as an audiobook, as a print copy, and as a Kindle version. If you want to go to and support us on the Patreon, you have to actually type in /Quill and Quote, as it is considered adult material, as it is horror and sci-fi based. Now, our game tonight. Our game is set in the Chill universe. In the Chill universe, originally put forward by Mayfair Games back in the 80s. The supernatural is real. It is deadly. It is evil, and it is behind the facade of our normal world. Most people do not know of its existence, but it is certainly there. There's an organization called SAVE, the Society of the Silver Way, that is trying to combat it. It is not a government organization. It is more a collection of philanthropists who have banded together to fight the unknown. Now then, the game system we use, however, is from a game called Over the Edge. And Over the Edge is a very simple game. All of our characters have a primary trait and 2 side traits, and those traits can be anything. They can be firefighter, let's say, is your primary trait, and your 2 side traits are triathlete and devoutly religious. There, we have a character. Done. Um, Anytime you want to do something in the game, you determine if it falls underneath one of your traits. And if it does, you will roll a corresponding number of d6 dice to attempt to hit a target number. If it falls underneath your primary, you roll 4d6. If it falls under a side trait, 3d6. Or no traits, 2d6. For example, our firefighter is attempting to kick down a door. That's a thing firefighters have to do as part of their job. So to kick down that door, they would roll 4d6 that is their primary trait. But let us say the same character is attempting to recall a particular Bible passage. They are devoutly religious, so they would roll 3d6 as it falls under that trait. If that same character was attempting to operate an airplane, let us say, they have no experience in that, given their 3 traits, so they would roll 2d6 and attempt to hit a target number. You at home can influence the scores by spending your helps on the Twitch channel. When you do that, it will give helps by your declaration to one of our players or to myself, which will allow them to have an extra die to roll. Now, they still can only take the maximum number of dice, but it gives them an extra die and discard the lowest. For example, our firefighter is kicking down a door. He really needs to get through. He decides to spend a help that he has accumulated. So he will roll 5d6 and take the highest 4. It will become evident as we go along. And Sir David Percival is over there in the comments, and he's the one handling all of that and keeping track of our helps. So thank you, Sir David Percival. We really appreciate it. And is it 1,000-point stream redeem? I believe it is. Sir David can answer that better than I. So there we have it. Our setting for this game. The year is 1937. Our players are experienced save operatives. They have worked with save before, combating the unknown, the supernatural. The leader of SAVE, Gordon Pym, has approached our players and asked them to retrieve a device. Previously, he had discovered they had a box and a silver key, which Pym used to lock the box and then destroyed the key, saying, "Thank goodness no one can open this now." An urgent telegram was sent saying that there is another way to open the box, and it is called the dataless device. Also, the box has been stolen. So Pym is going off to look for the box, and our players have been tasked to try to find this dataless device and secure it, deal with it, destroy it, whatever works best for them. They've been given very little to go on, except that perhaps Sicily, which is the last known place where the mythical figure of Daedalus, the inventor, was known to have resided. There have been many adventures that have led us here so far, but let us meet our players. And let us start with Dr. Sabine Clément. Dr. Sabine.
Oh, la 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 la. We are in a bit of, how do you say, a pickle at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling to Sicily or across Sicily. Let's just say things at the dock got a little out of hand, or out of leg, as I should say, with Dr. Montana and his trigger-happy excitement.
Yes, indeed. You were confronted at the docks by a bunch of Italian black shirts who were pretty much the toughs of the town. And in response to some fisticuffs, Dr. Montana Smith pulled out a gun and killed a man.
Indeed he did. What to do at this point?
What to do. And you did, to your credit, as a medical professional, you did attempt to administer first aid to the gentleman, but he was too far gone.
Yes, indeed. He had bled out, I believe, in a matter of seconds.
Yes, when the femoral artery is severed almost completely. Yes, that would do that.
It happens.
Speaking of severing femoral arteries, Dr. Montana Smith.
Hey.
Yes, the gunman in question.
Oh, would we call me a gunman?
You used a gun and you killed a man.
But was it wrong?
Well, I will leave the moral conundrum to others, but
Come on,
I will say you
fascists,
did,
man,
in fact,
fascists.
murder him.
All right. The murder was purely accidental, was not intentional. It was unintentional, accidental, depriving somebody else of their own life.
Well, we'll see if the
Victorian
Italian
gets it.
fascists think that manslaughter charge is less than a murder charge. So we'll see.
You know, listen, if this was the Sicily of the Roman period, they'd get it.
Unfortunately, it's Sicily, 1937. So
Yeah.
we will see
Yeah,
what happens.
I know.
Also with us is Lucas Evans.
Listen, I understand having to, it takes a professor to bring a gun to a fist fight. But I'm more worried that this is going to draw more attention on us than I had wanted. But what's done is what's done. I think the important thing is now we're all technically sailors because we've also stolen a boat. Let's not forget that.
We are pirates.
Yep.
I
I do not want to be a pirate.
Can't imagine how this would possibly go wrong.
Oh, I've got some ideas to make it worse.
Oh, good. We also have with us our young Iowa farm boy, Oliver Ox Hayes. Oh boy, you've found yourself in a whole new world, son.
Everything that I've been through in my life, and I'm going to die to Italian fascists in Sicily on a boat that nobody knows how to run. Yeah. This is where we are.
Just for anyone new who is joining us, after they were assaulted by Italian fascists and then murdered one of them, they fled under gunfire by stealing a fisherman's boat and traveling around the perimeter of the island of Sicily. Where we find ourselves right now is, in fact, let me pull up a map here for you. They started in Palermo on the northern coast of Sicily, went and managed to get around that little spike of land that is due to the east, and are continuing to travel east around Sicily. Their ultimate goal, I believe, is Catania.
Mm-hmm.
So we find ourselves in the late afternoon, many miles away from Palermo, with no pursuit apparently immediate. What would you like to do?
Well, gang, I've got an idea. Rather than continue to pilot this boat incorrectly, why don't we send those little our guests on a bit of a wild goose chase?
How are we going to do that exactly?
I suggest, we're able to maneuver this thing well enough to find, I don't know, some kind of more shallow area where we can at least get out and then get back onto land, but send this boat a little bit further down, not so much that it's completely destroyed, but that there's a ship over somewhere nearby that someone else saw. That's my suggestion.
I like it.
I do not have a better one, so we might as well go with it.
Guys are the big brain ones.
How far would you like to go along the coast? I will pull up this map again. and let you know that from Palermo to Messina, in a straight line across there, is about 80 miles.
Yeah, I don't even think we have to get further than the a little bit more that like directly underneath the R of where it says Palermo. My
Um,
suggestion. That way we can like maybe double back. And I had the name of a priest in that place that we could look at, and also um, I don't know. I don't think they're smart enough to. I think they all we left enough clues of where we were going. If we go where they're not expecting us, and so we try to find this. I've got the name of a priest named uh, Angelo Vitali.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you know where
Works
he
for me.
is?
No, but um, if
you
we
were told he was at St. Mary's.
okay,
Off to St. Mary's, I guess.
So you want to double back to Palermo, is what you're telling me.
Oh, we're going back to Palermo.
that is a suggestion. I'm open to other ones.
I do not think it's a good idea to go back to Palermo. In fact, I would like to be not very close to Palermo.
I will say you can be in Messina by nightfall.
What if we do try to sail on to Messina, but once we get there or close enough, we go with your idea of sending the boat in a different direction.
All right. Yeah. What do you think, Ox?
Sure. I mean, at this point, we're in the water. We're pointed in that direction. I don't see many other options.
Messina it is.
There is a small, right where that second S is in the word Messina.
Mhm.
You find some charts aboard the boat. They're in Italian, but with Dr. Sabine's French, you're managed to piece it out that there is a village on that side of that little peninsula, right about where that second S is. And then it's only about, you're guessing, 3 miles, 4 miles at most overland to Messina from there.
I like those odds. Let us go to that little village.
Yeah.
Yes?
Sounds good.
Works for me.
Right. It is the village of Villafranca Terrena. And if you would like, who is piloting the vessel currently? It's obviously
I think
not.
it was Lucas, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I had figured out the throttle, and I do have experience on islands,
All right.
navigating around islands. So
So Lucas, are you going to continue to navigate?
yes,
Very well. Roll me 3d6. I'll give you 3.
very good. I would also like to use a help.
Very well. Let me spend one of your help.
13.
Not a good sign.
Yeah, that was a crashing sound. Very interesting.
Second.
And you 13, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the crashing sound is not from you, so that is good. And you manage to make it as the sun is setting to the outskirts of Villafranca Terrena, which is a small fishing community on the northern coast of Sicily.
Are there people around?
It is a fishing village. People are coming in. There's a wide, white, sandy beach here.
Okay. Do you think there's a hospital here?
Not in this village. No. Um, this is a fishing village, not a tourist village. It's a fishing village. It's a very small community at this point in history. So there's not much here.
Okay.
A collection of houses, a uh, some very simple docks. Most fishermen just pull up on the beach.
I would like to ask around to see if there's anybody that is in need of medical attention.
How are you getting ashore? What are you just running
Oh.
the ground? What's going on?
Yep, just pull it right onto
Into the white sandy beaches, and then once we start getting like close and it's in the right direction, I just take off the throttle.
All right.
And just coast on in.
Is there a dock at all?
There is a dock. It is busy. It is evening. All the fishing boats are coming in for the evening.
Right. I don't know. I leave it to you. I don't know.
Do we want to just wait ashore? Get close enough?
Yeah.
And send it out?
Are there sharks?
What are the chances of that? Again. Come on, this is the Mediterranean, not the South Pacific.
Very true.
I could bring up
things have been
articles
going so well.
shark attacks in the Mediterranean.
You're not helpful right now, Gloomfather.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much our Gloom Master likes squids? Like,
very much, yes.
Yeah.
So I guess we should try to just get onto the shore.
All right.
Give me another roll, Lucas, for enacting your cunning plan.
Ooh. That's just a 7.
So you're cutting the engines and just letting it drift, and then your guys are going to hop off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The water is deeper than you thought when you hop off. It is armpit deep as you jump in.
Dude.
Everybody, roll me a 3d6, please.
14.
12.
14, 12.
Wait, how many d6?
3.
Oh, okay.
9.
8.
Lucas starts to struggle in the water. It is way deeper than he anticipated when he jumped overboard. Let's see. Ox, you are closest.
All right.
Roll me your wrestling skill to rescue him. Your 4d6.
13.
You manage to pull him sputtering out of the water, and the 4 of you make your way to the shore.
I would like to point out that I was holding my bag above my head the whole time.
I would assume nothing less of you.
Bag bill.
Okay. So,
Yes, Lucas spits out some water. You end up on the shore. Luckily, you're far enough away from the dock that no one has noticed you yet.
So no babe saw it?
this babe saw it.
Oh.
No one secured the boat. They are cutting it adrift.
Mm-hmm.
That was my
yes.
That was my understanding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now I would like to see if there's anybody that is in need of any medical attention.
Well, Lucas just inhaled some water, but
he'll be fine.
I see. It is late evening as you get into the village itself. It is a small village. Most people are in for the night. They go to bed early because they get up early to go fishing. So there is not necessarily a hotel or anything here. What would you like to do?
I want to find a nice spot on the beach with some cover, and yeah, I'm like I suggest bedding down here.
On the beach.
It's beautiful. You kidding me? Look at this. It's romantic.
Okay.
Well, people will see us in the morning.
Mm-hmm. We'll have dried out by then.
Should we not try to at least ask around if there is like a little is there like a little cafe or a place where people go? Like a bar, as you like to call them?
It's up to you guys if you want to go into the village itself, which seems very quiet.
Doesn't look like it's open right now, Doc.
Yeah, I'm more about like at this point all about blending in, and if we go, I'm just suggesting if we go in, you know, last thing we want is any more attention drawn to us.
That is very true.
Plus,
Okay.
if our friends from town drive on over here, and if no one can say that they've seen us.
Okay. So I guess we should just sleep out here and do watches or something. Okay.
Yeah.
I pull out my little tarpaulin and I lay it out. I want to at least make it a little bit hospitable.
Does anyone have any sort of field craft?
Would archaeology count for that, or having been a soldier back in the war?
I've slept outside a lot.
Lucas and Montana, certainly, you both.
Probably not so much.
I mean, I've been in places where I have been outside. I have been in places where they needed medical attention that did not have great facilities.
Montana and Lucas, go ahead and roll me for your side traits there, your 3d6, to make a hospitable area for you to spend the night.
15.
5.
All right. Lucas, Montana, it's been a while since you've were in the trenches in World War I, and you were in trenches mainly. So as a result, you're a little rusty. But Lucas, more recently, has had to rough it in the field. Between the two of you, you managed to find a little leeward side of a dune. Using the tarpaulins and such that you have, you create a little bit of a shelter. You can get a little bit of fire with the driftwood going, sheltered from view of the village by the dunes.
That's what I call teamwork there.
You're welcome.
Is there an order in which you would like to watch the night?
I feel guilty. I'll take first watch.
I'll grab a second.
I'll take third.
I will go last then.
Very well. Things are relatively quiet overnight. It's not comfortable, but it's not intolerable. It does get a little chilly with the breeze coming off the Mediterranean in the evening. It's still early in the year, too, if you recall. It's late winter, early spring. And even in the Mediterranean, that's a little bit chilly at night, down into the 50s at some points. And eventually, you manage to rouse yourself in the morning, a little stiff, but no worse for wear.
Oof.
How'd everyone sleep?
Well, it's nice to sleep with the fishes.
Oh la la. Oh la la.
Oh, you got that one. Good. was wondering if it would translate.
Bad jokes often don't need translation.
They call it poisson.
What do you say now?
I'm telling him, you know.
Ah, your French gets better every day.
Merci beaucoup.
Quoi? Anyway, we shall go, yes?
Yeah. What's our story, gang?
Shipwreck?
Why don't we just say we're out hiking?
I like that.
Tourists. Again. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Hey, if anyone asks, we're all Canadian.
Sure.
Because she
God
speaks
sa-
French, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
God save the king. There you go.
I see you. Okay.
Yeah, we walk up to this this town there, and
Very well.
as we're walking up, I'm going to make a perception check just to see if I see any military vehicles that look
Go ahead.
new in town. $11.
Nothing out of the ordinary. You see some fascist posters here and there, but not nearly as many as were in Palermo. And some of them are kind of peeling. Apparently, this is an out of the way enough place that they live their lives here, and whatever happens in the greater world, they don't care.
Now, may I ask if there is anybody that needs medical attention?
Who are you going to ask? There are people going out to get their fishing boats ready. They cast glances at you because you obviously are not locals.
Of course not. Is there anybody that just looks like they are more of a leader, or more just?
There are some people who are obviously directing individual boats.
Okay. I think I will ask them. Yes.
You approach a gentleman. He looks up. He has a very quizzical look on his face as he looks at the four of you, and he says something in Italian.
I would like to roll to maybe see if I understand him.
You can roll me 3d6.
A 12.
You basically just get out of him as like, who are you?
I would like to say Il Dottore. I want to see if there is any way I could just say, I'm a doctor. Do you have people that need help?
He understands apparently that you are mentioning that you're a doctor, but he still can't get over the fact of who you are. People who have washed up on the beach of his town, and he keeps asking, "Where did you come from?"
Where did we come from? That's
Canada.
a very good question.
We talked about this.
Oh yes, we are tourists on an lake.
From where?
Canada.
Canada.
You can't hike here from Canada.
No.
We're still kind of wet.
I would like to see if I can. Do I remember any of the other towns? Maybe perhaps in an opposite direction from where we are now?
Besides Palermo?
Yes, not Palermo. Definitely not Palermo.
I mean, you were on your way to Messina.
Yeah, tell them we're from Messina.
Okay, we're from Messina. We're going back there shortly.
You walked from Messina?
Took a while.
Camping.
And you stayed on the beach?
Camping.
We are very exploratory.
Roughing it, my friend.
He seems utterly perplexed by all of this.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. We shall be going now. Thank you. I tried. Okay.
Are you going back to Messina
Yes.
on the E90?
Yeah. Yes.
You know where it is?
Do just point me in the right direction, please.
He nods, and he basically, it seems like, I knew they were lost kind of look. He points down the road. There's one main road that goes through the village that goes basically from the southwest to the northeast. And he says, follow this and the first fork to your right.
Grazie, Mille.
Grazie.
Grazie.
And he looks around. You do have food with you, right?
Manja.
Yes? No. No. No.
He points a little bit down the way, and it says the market. He points to where the market is.
Grazie mille. Grazie mille.
He shakes his head and pushes his boat out to sea.
Prego.
Okay. In fact, I'm actually quite a bit hungry. So can we go and get some?
Yes.
Maybe
Very
some
much so.
Sure.
pastry?
There's an Italian market. It is full of citruses and sardines, other fishes, some dried, some fresh.
Okay. I would like to purchase maybe. Is there oranges?
Oh, yes.
Maybe an orange, maybe some sardines. Is there any bread? Any pastries?
Some nice dark bread.
Ah.
Some goat cheese.
Oh, chèvre. J'aime beaucoup.
I am trying to make everyone on the stream hungry. Plenty of grapes.
Done.
Marie.
Salamis.
Yes.
Ox, my friend.
Good.
You simply must. These are very, very, very good. You can cut them up for sandwiches, or you can just eat them like these. Yeah, I'm just.
I make a little sandwich with my sardines and cheese.
I just buy a hunk of meat, some cheese, and some bread, and eat the hunks.
I'd like to take an handkerchief and save like half of what I have in like a little. And I put it in my bag.
Yeah.
You have plenty of money in American dollars.
But not so much in lira.
Well, I mean, they will take American dollars.
Okay.
Oh yes, they will. I'm sure.
I thought we were given lira.
Oh no! You know what? You are correct. You were given. You were actually given a bank statement, so you could have taken out whatever you wanted for where you were going.
Okay.
So we do have lira.
Yes.
Okay.
That'll draw a lot less attention too.
Yes. I think. Yes, just like I would like to grab just a little bit more for later. Put it in my bag.
I do as well.
Same.
Hey, Monty. Any time any of these markets have any? They've got to have some kind of antique situation in these kind of places, right? You find stuff in.
Yeah. However, I think our best chance will be getting closer to one of the more major towns or universities.
Yet, if you recall, your original intention was to go to Catania, which has one of the oldest universities in Europe.
That is correct. I completely remember that and did not forget it over the week of time that happened for the players.
Do we know how far away Catania is from here?
Messina is about 5 or 6 miles. Catania is about another 50 miles down the coast.
I'm gonna use my primary trait to
Mhm.
see if I can't find someone who will drive us there.
From here in the village.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are there any vehicles here?
Well, other carts and stuff, and
Okay.
We could always go with the boat plan again and just maybe not shoot anybody this time.
or have someone who knows what they're doing and how they're doing it.
We could hitchhike.
Oh,
I thought we stole a car last time. We're very good at stealing things.
that is a 16.
There's one car in town. Everything else is carts, mule-drawn carts. You're not going to be able to hire that car.
Would I be able to hire hire someone who moves stuff like a horse and cart to move us discreetly, I guess?
There are carts that guys that take their carts over to Messina on a regular basis.
Ooh. Perhaps we can head to Messina and then maybe find a bus or something.
Messina is certainly a much larger town.
I like this plan.
I mean, we could walk 5 miles. It's not that far.
Yeah, and that does go with our cover story.
I just worry about being out on the road without any defenses, or I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit too paranoid, but
No, you're not being paranoid.
no, I absolutely am,
Really
and
up
I absolutely want to talk about it because no, I think it's as good a time to. I'm really rattled by the fact that not only is this current government not ideal for us, but also a secret group that might be in a cult to find this thing to open. Yeah, there's a lot to be paranoid about.
Absolutely understandable, but how
Plus-
are we going to get to Catania?
Plus, not to add to your paranoia too much, but we did kill a guy.
We're using
We-
really. Yeah.
You killed a guy. You killed a guy.
Thank
All right,
you, Ox.
listen. We were all there. We were all part of it. It was an accident. None of us meant to kill him.
No, I know you aimed for his knee, and believe me, that is a tried and true method of getting out of scrapes.
So
if
I think maybe the paranoia isn't terrible, considering we're worried about the government and cults and all that. But the more pressing matter is supporters of this government. We killed one of them,
Yeah,
and
That
then
is
stole a
correct.
boat and ran. And by we, I mean Montana.
Correct.
Oh, so you're just gonna throw me under that donkey?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I
Everybody
100%
just-
am.
Shush.
I punched a guy.
Shush, shush,
You
shush,
shot a
shush.
guy.
Yes, and that was very
See-
admirable, Ox.
And who really is to blame in that situation? Come on.
You are.
All right, fine. I'll own that. That's on me. That's my fault.
I just thought that this would be a way to get to a place as undetected as possible. I guess
agree.
it's not too much of an option. I'm fine with walking, or
Shall we walk? Well, I mean, do you think we could be? I mean, everybody uses the bus, right?
buses are more likely to be stopped, though.
Oh. Mm. Okay, so what is the other plan? Walk
You can go
50
back to
miles.
The original hire a boat.
If we hire a boat in Messina, we're probably a little bit more likely.
Could we hire a boat here?
The fishermen are getting ready to go out. If you want to do something, it's going to have to be very, very soon.
Yeah, Lucas, offer him some money.
Prego.
That same gentleman that was about to push his boat out turns back around. See?
Is there anyone going to Catania?
He looks around. No?
Lyra.
He looks to Catania.
See,
Muscusi. Catania.
He does some math and says 500 US dollars.
how much is that in lira?
In modern day, that's $10,000 in modern day money.
Ooh. How much were we given at the beginning?
You were each given several hundred.
90? Several hundred.
In fact, didn't I say $2,000?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it
I
was
think
$2,000
so.
each.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody put in a little bit.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Un momento, s'il vous plaît.
Por favore.
Muscusi. All right. I have a little bit, and you have a little bit. All right. Cool. Do we have it all?
Yeah, you have enough.
No.
Yeah.
Like just like as everybody put in their money.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're
You
good.
were doing the thing. Yes.
He shrugs. He speaks rapidly to the two hands that he was going to have operating his fishing boat. They shrug. He basically says, "Take the day off with pay," and they shrug and meander off. He gestures toward his boat.
Let's go.
Grazie mille.
Grazie.
And off you go. You begin motoring around with the boat captain. His name is Antonio Russo.
Antonio Russo. Très bien.
And he takes you around, starting with, let me show you again the map, just so you're clear on where you're going. You begin up by that S of the Messina and make your way around. You pass by the large town of Messina. He gestures and says, "Do you want to stop?"
No.
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 Nah.
Yeah.
It's your lira, and he keeps on going. As the evening begins to come by, it gets dark very early as you pass the shadow of Mount Etna, that large, dark area just to the north of Catania is Mount Etna, an active volcano.
Que bella. See?
It is beautiful as the sun sets over it. And eventually you make it to the port of Catania.
While we're on the boat, I want to talk a little bit about so what's the climate of every like I don't know. I noticed that your village doesn't seem to have as many posters as other places we've seen on our trips.
He looks at you curiously.
Just making
I
conversation.
don't know what you mean.
Not a lot of army presence.
They're a fishing village.
Are there
I think what my friend is asking is pro Franco, anti Franco.
Franco.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who cares?
Sorry, Spain. Pro Mussolini, anti Mussolini.
Mussolini, no Mussolini. Our lives are the same.
Maybe.
Hear that, brother?
All
He
right.
pulls you into the harbor of Catania.
Uh,
He helps Dr. Sabine onto the dock and leaves the gentlemen to their own devices.
before he leaves, I would like to put $50 more into his hand and say, "For your silence, Senor."
He gives a nod and immediately turns around and starts working his way back. You are on the dock in Catania, a large, bustling Mediterranean seaport.
What time is it?
It is about 7 at night.
Food and lodging, my friends.
Sounds like
Oui. Bien sûr, maintenant. Okay.
Going to wander around and look for a place?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. You find a cafe that is open. Nice little terracotta roof. A porch, a patio, tables out there. Little cast iron tables. And a gentleman comes on over and see, what can I do for you?
For dinner? What can we have?
Oh well, the fish, the catch of the day is fantastic. I would highly recommend. We also have a fig and fig leaves with goat cheese and some lovely grapes, olives stuffed with cheeses as well, and a lovely red wine.
4 of those. What are you guys having?
I'll pick up your plate.
Yes, we shall have that dinner. Sounds lovely, please. Por favor.
I also eat a lot of food because.
Except for no wine for me, please.
I'll take hers.
He'll take mine.
I am keeping my eyes open for anybody in those hats or that uniform, specifically.
Very well. Give me some rolls for perception.
What is that, 3?
For you, yes.
I see nothing.
12.
Oh.
Yes.
8.
El Duce. 7.
I got a 4.
Oh, you are exhausted.
Yes.
The rest of you dig into your food. Ox, you're looking around. You don't see anything untoward here.
Okay.
Gang, it might not be a terrible idea in the morning to get some new clothes, eh?
Oh, yes, please.
Sure.
Something a little bit more,
Native?
yeah. If we're trying to blend in, we absolutely stick out, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Saying something about my clothing.
I just putting it out there. I'm gonna stick out anyway because I do not speak any Italian whatsoever.
That is very true.
So I can look the part, but I cannot play the part.
That is enough, I think. Okay, so shall we find an hotel?
Let's find a hotel. Yeah, and I'll throw on my Professor Duds in the morning.
There is, in fact, a hotel not far. It's just simply called the Palazzo. And indeed, they welcome you. Greetings, welcome. I would be happy to take your bags. How many rooms?
Duo, por favore.
Quattro.
Quattro is
4 rooms. Very good. He writes a little thing. If you would all please sign.
I give the name Chauncey Billows.
Very well.
I gave the name Dirk Gently.
I gave the name Oliver Hayes.
I sign in doctor.
Very well. You sign in doctor. Very well. Skill.
Good luck.
He gives you 4 rooms. They are all on the same floor, but not necessarily adjacent to each other. They're all on the 3rd floor.
Grazie, signore.
So, to the rooms.
Mm.
I personally am quite exhausted and would like to sleep in an actual bed.
Same.
All right.
That's
Good night, friends.
I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing to Twitch, where we've eaten several meals, we've gone on a boat, and we've napped twice.
You're not wrong.
I will be
Tourism, the RPG.
giving my own Nat 21 adventure tour of this at your home. Just invite me to your home, watch me eat and sleep,
We'll
and
basically
try to speak Italian.
We will make some awkward conversation.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
riveting stuff. No.
oh. Sir
make you
David says
lamb.
all that in 1 hour. Can confirm this has been almost an hour now since we
Yeah.
started.
Okay.
Wow.
You do, in fact, spend a restful evening, get your wits about you a little bit more, get fresh clothes on, get cleaned up a bit. It is morning. You are now in Catania. What would you like to do?
Dr. Smith.
I would like to go visit the university and speak with someone in their history or archaeology departments.
I'm going to go and get new clothes for everybody.
Okay. I will go with the doctor.
Doc and Doc.
Doctor.
Ox, what are you doing?
I guess I'll go along with, unless you got something better you all think I could do.
Do you want to go be a bodyguard for Lucas?
Sure. I'm going to go be a bodyguard. Lucas, I'm
All
going
right.
to protect you.
Thank you.
Lucas, you're just getting supplies and clothing.
Mhm.
I need both you and Ox to roll me a perception.
Just a series of important errands.
12.
14.
You see some black shirts here and there, some Italian fascist party goons here and there.
Okay.
They just seem to be loitering about. However, you do notice that there are some handbills being distributed that mention 4 foreigners wanted for murder, 3 men and a woman. Last seen on a boat heading out of Palermo. That, however, is all the description that you see in the handbill.
If one of them drops one, I'm going to pick it up.
Oh, it's easy to get one, sure.
Okay.
So you have one now.
And there are no pictures, just 4
Nope.
people.
Nope, just
I
a
can't read Italian anyway.
Yeah, you managed to piece together that it's a wanted poster, a wanted handbill, but no actual pictures. Lucas manages to piece together what it says in vague terms.
Yeah, let's get some more let's get those clothes, eh?
Very well. You managed to do some shopping with little difficulty. Meanwhile, Doctors Smith and Clement, you have gone to the university.
Let's go get a drink.
Catania is a large university. It is an old university. What would you like to? How would you like to proceed? Dr. Montana, you are muted.
Thank you. I'm going to pause a passing student and just ask, Miss Scusi, department history, anthropology?
They look at you and Dr. Sabine, you understand that they're saying the archaeology department, and looking at you curiously.
See?
They gesture you toward the one wing of a building. You make your way over there, and
Grazie.
I just want to point out how quickly you tied that bow tie. It's very impressive.
When you're a professor, you just got to be able to know how to do these things.
Fair enough.
Not the only quick change tonight, apparently. Very well.
I am under prepared for this.
Well. Where's your pile of scarves now?
Oh, I have a pile of scarves. They're just somewhere else.
Indeed. So anyway, you make it to the archaeology department, and you find a main desk therein. There is a woman sitting there, probably in her late 30s.
Good evening. How are you tonight?
She looks up.
I mean, this morning. Good afternoon. Morning? I don't know. It's been a long night.
It is morning. Good morning.
Dr. Zachary Smith, University of Pennsylvania. And I was hoping I would be able to speak with hopefully the head of your department or just anyone who might be really involved with antiquities.
Do you have an appointment? She
No.
pulls open the ledger.
No, I don't have any appointment. I'm here on a holiday with my fiance, and we are just wanting to talk with you folks here at one of the oldest universities in Europe. It's just we don't get this chance every day as Americans.
No, I suppose not. Just a moment. Let me see. Yes. Dr. Saladino is available.
Dr. Saladino?
Professor Saladino. He's the head of our archaeology department. He is down the hall, third door on the right.
Ah, grazie, signora. Grazie.
Prego. Just a knock. He has office hours now for the students, but introduce yourself.
All right. Thank you.
Dr. Smith, I just want to point out, let us be a little bit more careful with this professor this time.
Oh, yeah. The last time you and I met a professor, he ended up a little unalive.
Il fait mort, as we say in French.
Indeed, Dr. Clement.
Le dead.
Yeah. L'amour de professeur. This way, doctor.
Doctor?
Mm.
You're not
Fiancé?
I panicked. Sorry.
Okay.
See?
Buongiorno. I'm Dr. Zachary Smith of the University of Pennsylvania. Dr. Sabine Clermont, and we're on holiday and just wanted
Just
to.
a moment, I'll get the door.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't realize I was talking through a locked door.
The door opens. There is an older man there. He's probably in his 60s. Balding, gray, stubbly beard. Now then, you were saying, he says in English.
Oh, thank you. Zachary Smith, University of Pennsylvania. Sabine Clement. We're on holiday and wanted to just check out University of Catania or Catania, excuse me, and also pick your brain about Daedalus and other Greek myths.
You are on vacation?
Holiday, yes, vacation.
And it's Catania.
Catania, my apologies. Muscusi.
You should stick to English.
Agreed.
Mais non.
He perks up and begins speaking to you in French.
Oh,
Doctor, it is pleasure.
likewise. Always a pleasure to listen to my mother tongue.
I have family who is Corsican.
Ah, très bien. Very nice. It is lovely there, I've heard.
I have not been there in years. I've lived here.
Ah,
So, and this is all transpiring in French, by the way, Dr. Smith. So you are on vacation?
yes. So you must forgive my fiance. He has a bit of an obsession, you would say, with Daedalus and the Greek myths. And of course, we have heard that Daedalus was killed here or came here or something like that. And he just wants to know, really. You have to forgive him. We're always working on our holidays.
He nods and smiles. Indeed, he switches back to English. So you want to know about Daedalus?
Daedalus, yes.
Yes, it is rumored that he lived and died here for part.
Yes, I heard that, and also Minos may have one of the stories is Minos tried to track him down here after he escaped.
The story of the shell, the riddle of the shell. Do you know it?
A little bit, but if our Gloom Master in the background would
After Daedalus escaped from the labyrinth and Icarus fell from the sky, he found his way here to Sicily and sought sanctuary. And while he was here, Minos was looking for him, knew that only a very clever man could solve the riddle of the shell, which is how to thread a needle through a spiral shell. And Daedalus solved it by putting honey at one end and tying a thread around an ant at the other. And it made its way through. Minos then realized that only Daedalus could have solved that, came here to the island, and with the help of King Cocculus, Minos was killed by boiling water.
Horrible.
Daedalus built a fortress, I believe, for Daedalus, for King Cocculus when he was here. But I do not know if anyone knows where it is.
Are there speculation?
Well, we can. I have a few moments. We can go through some of our archive papers and such.
Would love that.
My
Yes.
darling dear, would you like to do that? Little honey bunny? Mm.
Yes. Thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
He's shy.
Why did I ever say
Stay in Italy, you won't be. He takes you to the archives, and eventually, paging through some things, you come across this excerpt from a journal, which I will now show everyone. And so proposes that Daedalus travel to Camicus in Sicily under the protection of King Cocculus. Though the myth of the shell riddle is well known, as well as the death of King Minos, by the pouring of boiling water into his bath, the location of Camicus itself is obscured. It is tradition that Daedalus built a fortress at this location, but none have been able to pinpoint its site. One clue exists, however. The fortress is said to overlook the Hypsus River. Modern speculation is that this is now known as the Belice River, though whether it refers to the Belice Sinistro or the Belice Destro is unclear. No expeditions have yet been undertaken to ascertain the validity of this information.
Lolo.
the Sinistro or the Destro? Okay.
Are they far from each other?
Left.
They
and right.
link up.
Oh.
There is a right hand and a left hand, and they meet and form the Belice proper, which goes down to the sea. And a quick check of the map shows you it right here.
So that's on the western side of the island.
I see. Okay, well, that is very interesting.
All right. And have you ever done any? Have you yourself, Doctor, ever done any digs in that area?
No.
Okay. Hmm. That's fascinating. And have you ever heard of the Daedalus device?
No, I cannot say I have. I know of his many inventions, but I've never heard anything referred to as that.
Hmm. And full disclosure, that might be the actor forgetting the name of the thing.
That was the name you were given.
Oh, okay, that is. Oh, fantastic, great. Just possibly something that could unlock any particular lock or complex device.
He shakes his head. I have never heard of such a thing.
All right.
I deal more in actual historical archaeology than mythology.
Absolutely, Doctor. But, you know, there's always a hint of truth in those old myths. They're a lot of fun that way.
That may be, but the hint of truth I have now is I have a class to go teach.
Oh,
I must apologize. I must go.
well,
Merci
thank you
beaucoup.
for all your. Would you mind? What is your class on today?
Today we are working on the Etruscans.
You trust?
The Etruscans, they invented broccoli.
Invented bread, yes.
Yes. Sorry, my English is not so good.
Well, thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Senior Doctor. We'll be getting out of here. This was great for me. Thank you so very much.
Merci
Well,
beaucoup.
I'm glad I could help you. Now go, you two, and enjoy your vacation.
Absolutely. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Hey, Ox.
Yeah.
What do you think the odds are that our two companions are just auditing a class?
If they haven't shot anybody, I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I am the master of disguise.
Here. Watch. I'm going to disguise this beer inside my belly.
You're a pro.
You meet back at the hotel. The four of you have reconvened.
Dr. Sabine, here is a blue beret and a red dress.
Thank you. This is quite nice. Not what I would have picked, but okay.
What'd you find out?
Well, Daedalus may have built a fortress in western Sicily along the Belice, but it could either be the Belice Sinistro or the Belice Destro, or the actual main part of the river. Nobody knows, but it's a little bit of a hike. Uh, it's and it's a river that's over 70 miles long, and it's on the other side of the island from here.
On the other side of the island,
Other side of the island, or almost anyway.
shall
Well,
we find another boat?
We found out some stuff, gang. We are currently wanted for murder.
Oh,
Yeah.
For murder?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm
how
not
did
handing
that
over the
happen?
pamphlet to people who can actually speak Italian better.
Oh, for people.
do they know what we look like?
No pictures, just vague descriptions.
Basically, from 3 men and a woman.
Yeah.
Maybe a dress was not the best choice.
I try it on.
Well,
Wait, no. Is that one
Want me to go
you're
grab you
suggesting
some
two
pants
women?
and a
No.
regular shirt?
Well, either we could disguise you as a man in that case, Dr. Clement, or one of us could go as a lady.
Ox?
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to buy it, but
You seen these dames?
I
Come
can-
on, Ox, you've been to
I'll
the circus.
try.
I think it would be easier for me to dress as a man than for. No offense. Than for you. Well, I don't.
Yeah, but it'd be funnier for us. But that's fine. That's fine.
Ha, 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 ha.
Okay. So, are we really
Hilarious.
doing this? Am I really going to? No, no.
Ox, if you would please, roll me 4d6.
Eight.
This obviously strikes a nerve with you.
Yeah.
It irritates you. Your
Yeah.
face turns red.
I'm going to my room, and I just get up and leave.
Hey, Ox.
He's just a kid. We gotta handle him better. That was
Yeah, no, that was.
Did I say
Yeah.
something wrong?
No, we did.
What did
Yeah.
you say?
Suggested he wear a dress, I'm guessing.
it's a Midwestern thing.
Yeah. All right. What do you think? What do you think, Evans? I stay in professor garb?
Looks fine.
All right.
How would you like to proceed to the other side of the island?
Think we could do you think we could hire a truck or get there in a bus, anything? Or should we take a boat and go all the way around?
I mean, the boat has been working for us so far. Because you were saying that it's easy for us to get stopped along the way if we're on the
Mhm.
land.
That's a good point.
So,
Yeah, and the last guy, it'll probably be less expensive because the last guy saw us for Mark's pretty easy. So I think that's why he was able to get so much money from us. There might just be not necessarily a ferry, but just something that like a lot of other people get on. And if we don't look like ourselves and we're going in the opposite direction,
Even if we just take some puddle jumpers, if we just go port to port for a day or two.
okay. Oh, if only Speedy were here.
Yeah, having a plane would be nice. Wait, Evans, you didn't happen to see any planes when you're out, did you? Pilots, maybe with them?
I wasn't looking, but I can always, we could always check out the bar right now.
That's a good idea. I like this.
You're heading down to the bar?
Yeah.
We'll also go and grab a bottle of, I don't know, something strong as an apology to Ox.
Great idea. Capital, in fact.
Ox, you hear a knock on your door.
Yeah.
Ox.
It's Lucas.
Hey,
Hey.
sorry about that. You want a
Just-
drink?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Listen, this business gets weird, and again, sorry about that.
Just let
Yep.
it go.
Yep.
Let it go.
So the four of you now end up down at the bar, I assume.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm having a lemonade.
Lucas, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for I'm well, first I want to see if there's anybody noticing that there are three men and a woman who have entered the bar. That is what I'm doing first and foremost.
Gonna give me a roll for that.
Oh. 13.
There is a thin young man leaning in the doorway, smoking a cigarette. He's probably only maybe 25 or so, but he is definitely watching you guys. And when you look up at him, he gives you a nod, puffs on his cigarette.
I nod back and smile, and I say, you know, the youth, they don't always agree with the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say we make friends?
How about you go make friends first?
I go back up to my room.
I'm sorry?
I go back up to my room.
Very good.
I walk over and nod to him, and I take out a cigarette, and I like pat down, like trying to find a match.
He leans forward and puffs on his.
Grazie.
You light your cigarette off of his. Prego. You're in a bit, aren't you?
You could say that.
What's your name?
Oh, well,
You know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're in a tight spot. You want to get out of tight spot.
sure
I'm
am.
in position to get you out of tight spot.
What's your name? I know I'll give you mine if you give me yours.
Yeah, you can call me Mateo.
Mateo. I'm Lucas.
Lucas. You and your friends made a ruckus in Palermo. Luckily, the black shirts are so stupid. They haven't realized you yet.
No, they're all brains and no or all brawn and no brains. But
True.
so I see you're not as subscribed to their edicts as the rest of these folks around.
They have hurt my family and several families. We don't like them very much. So if we can help you and make a little profit on the side, we are not we are not so prideful as to not take the assistance.
Mateo, this looks like the beginning of a wonderful friendship. We're trying to make our way back west. We got a little bit distracted and made our way here just to, I don't know, lose the attention, but we do need to be over around that side where we need to
So you need transport. Where do you need to go?
the name of the river. It starts with a B, and
The
I come up.
Beliche.
yeah, this is Monty.
Hey there. We're going to the Beliche Sinistro or the Beliche Destro or just the Beliche. We don't
I'm just
know
going to fade into the background because I have to go to the bathroom.
yet.
Right. Ox goes and disappears over into the men's room. So you want to go to you want to go over to the mouth of the river to the that is my country. That is Trapani territory.
Ah. Well, would love to. Thank you.
I can help you. I can get you to Castle Vetrano.
Excellent. You said that that you had family that had been hurt.
See?
We also we travel with a doctor, so
Oh,
we can.
if you look there, Castle Vetrano is there's that broad bay just a little left of center, and directly north of that there are several things. Castle Vetrano is in there.
Yep, looking right at it.
Yeah.
And it is on the Beliche River, or as close as you can get to being on it. He says, "Oh, my family that is hurt does not need a doctor. They've already had their priests. My
Apologies.
family is large, and they were very influential until Mussolini's goons came.
Who was your family?
I nudge Smith. I say, well, names aren't always important.
Ah. Of course.
See, we understand each other. So, I can take you to Castle Vetrano. See, what is a fair price?
Well, how fast can you get us there?
How? We can get discreetly by boat down to Silnute, and then from Silnute it's a short car ride up to Castelvetrano. Oh, day and a half.
Now, Matteo,
See,
we can certainly accurately accommodate you in terms of payment, but as far as further ventures, I think you and I can have a talk separately. I think this could be beneficial for both of us.
see.
I'm working on a new. I've been spending some time in Tangiers.
Oh,
Yeah, and as well, new in charge of new hires over at Dean's Bar. I think we might be able to work in
his
some.
eyes get big. Deans. Oh, my friend, I must get you to meet my uncle.
Yes, I'm certain we can work out some excellent business.
See. Very well. If you want, we can leave tonight.
I think that would be spectacular. I would want to talk to my associates. But yes, I think I think that would be most beneficial.
Good. Bring $300
Easy.
and meet me at Pier 5 at 9 p.m.
That sounds
And it
good.
is the four of you, I assume.
Hmm?
It is the four of you, I assume.
Yes.
Good. Once we get you there, we'll hide you aboard the boat and we'll get you over to Salernute.
Grazie.
Prego. Enjoy your evening. He leaves.
What?
I have a feeling that
Ox comes back from the bathroom.
I have a feeling that you are basically trying to make a deal with the mob.
Hey, Monty, you got
Mhm.
a lot of stuff in those museums that don't belong to people that they got those museums through various means.
Mm-hmm.
What you do and I do is very, very similar.
I just wanted to be clear. Honestly. Just wanted to be clear.
Yep.
Lucas, give me a ne'er-do-well roll, if you will.
I'll also use a help, thank you.
Very well.
$16.
You suspect you just had an run-in with a member of the, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Caruana. I'm putting it in the chat so you can see. Crime family. They are the bosses of historically of the Trapani region of Sicily, the far westernmost province. They were beat down, driven underground by Mussolini in the late 20s, early 30s. It will not actually they will not actually rebound until they are liberated by the Americans in World War II.
Cool. Hey, Ox, I got us a ride.
All right.
And, tonight.
All right. What time are we leaving?
Soon. Let's hope.
It is currently 6 p.m.
So 3 hours. But I think the sooner the better. Let's go get Dr. Sabine and head on out of here.
All right.
It might make I wonder if we should just go at not necessarily shifts, but all walking together at the same time. It should be fine. What could happen?
Do you want to
possibly go wrong? Everything, but
everything at this point.
All right. I'll go let the doc know. And I guess
I'll go get my bag and wait in the lobby.
Very well. Ox goes to get Dr. Sabine. He knocks on the door, trying to get her attention. The other two of you get your things down into the lobby. Let me see if Dr. Sabine is there. She is. I feel as if I need to turn my camera off and change. I don't know. I feel neglect. You're still muted, however.
Will this suffice, you think?
You look great, ma'am.
Thank you. I paid a lot of money to a poor little man in the alleyway.
Lucas and Montana got us a ride that leaves in about 3 hours.
Oh. Ow.
I didn't ask questions.
Fair enough, yes. Okay. So now what?
I think they gathered their stuff and went down to the lobby.
Okay, I shall do the same, I guess.
All right. I'll go grab my stuff. I'll meet you down there.
All right. You are all reconvened in the lobby.
You boy, what day is it?
If you do not know, you should not be asking me.
No way to
never
talk.
read Dickens.
It's It's no way to talk to your fiance.
I feel like I should be yelling extra on the streets.
That you know. But you don't know Dickens.
Dickens? Ooh,
A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. Greatest writer of the last 100 years.
okay.
Oh my god.
Little too
Scrooge.
dense for
Ebenezer
me.
Scrooge. He's visited by 3 ghosts in the night, 4 if you count Marley.
I was visited by ghosts. That's how I got the job at Save. Let's go.
Very good. You're heading down toward the docks. Is that correct?
Yes.
Doc?
I think yes.
Very well. Please, everyone,
Doc.
give me a perception roll.
Oh, I like that very much.
11.
17.
16.
12.
You all notice that there are, in fact, regular Italian army officers along the docks, and they seem to be scrutinizing people as they come in.
Okay.
As they come in to the docks, or
Well,
from
yeah,
the
as you go into the dock area, there are groups of soldiers who there's no checkpoint per se, but they are approaching groups of travelers and apparently asking them questions.
Should we wait until 9 o'clock?
Yeah, let's go to the bar and have a drink. And watch.
Now you find a little wharfside bar, and yeah, they're there all night. They are regular Italian army, and they seem to be questioning people who are leaving or coming into the dock area.
This is where he said to meet you?
Where's Mateo? Because we can use him to pay them off. Pay off the right soldier.
Did we pay him yet?
I have his money, but he's also. Chances are he's got folks watching.
Ah.
Maybe we should just walk out casually.
In different groups, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
Let's think this through, because anybody talking to, well, Ox is going to stick out.
Ox could be mute.
My Italian is terrible.
You're an American, a tourist. You look like one right now. Tex.
Okay, what time is it now?
You've wasted about an hour and a half.
Okay. So it is halfway to the meeting point.
I'm casually, because I recognized the family. Can I make another check to see if I don't know anybody else who, I don't know, not necessarily wearing gang colors or whatever, but like.
You're trying to spot other members of the family.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Go ahead.
Ooh. That was a 14.
You eventually you spy there's a young man. He's probably only 14, and he's on the wharf, and he's looking around a little furtively. You suspect he's up to no good of some kind, but he's just sitting there and he's glancing around kind of nervously. You wouldn't have noticed, except that you're used to this sort of thing with that die roll.
Doc, you look, Sabine, you look like you're the closest to looking like a young man his age. Bring him over. Say you're say we're friends of Mateo.
Mateo?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I go over.
Give me a nonchalant roll to go past the soldiers.
Oh, but here's the thing. I am French. I am so nonchalant.
Indeed. Go ahead. Roll 3 dice.
I'm gonna use an help.
Very well. Roll 4. Pick the highest 3.
16.
You walk past them like you belong there, and they do not bat an eye. You approach the young man, who kind of starts at your appearance.
Uh, Bonote. I'm a friend of Matteo.
He says in Italian that you managed to translate. About time. Where are the others?
They're in the bar over there. We were worried about the soldiers.
So was I. Maybe just send over one at a time?
Okay. Okay. No. Okay.
Okay, go. Well,
Okay. I go back.
and he says, he nods his head. Just walk straight down pier number 5. You'll see there is a motorboat. It's about 30 feet long, right down there. Just walk right on.
Okay.
I'm going to sit here and watch you guys go.
Okay. I go back to my companions and I say, Pier 5, just walk onto the motorboat. But we have to go individually.
All right.
So I guess in increments of what?
You go
5
first.
minutes? Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Sabine, roll me your nonchalantness.
Your inherent Frenchness.
Yes, roll Frenchie.
Roll your
Frenchie.
ennui.
Yes,
I
Roll
made
for
it
French.
Roll for French. I made a 14.
14. You stroll right on down and you walk right onto the boat. No one stops you. No one even looks at you. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
Very well, Ox.
We can follow up and explain you later.
Do you think you have anything that will help you be not nervous walking past soldiers who are obviously looking for you?
I mean, I performed in front of I did wrestling in front of thousands of people before.
I'm going to let you roll 2 dice.
Okay, yeah. Here we go, baby. I'm going to use a help. And that help gave me a 9.
As you're walking through, a soldier, as you walk past him, reaches out and grabs your left elbow and tells you in Italian, halt.
Oh, damn.
Papers. Hands on head.
Oh la la.
Evans.
How many are there?
There are 3.
Okay.
They reach forward. The one who stopped you reaches forward. He gives you basically, you get that he's going to look for your papers.
While this is happening, Monty, you go.
Scusi, ma scusi.
Oh, well,
Miss Scusi,
going.
Avasore.
Keep going.
Avasore.
No, just
Yeah. See?
I'm so sorry. This is my brother. I'm so sorry. He doesn't.
Where are your papers?
Oh, I pull out whatever Save gave me.
Save didn't give you anything.
Oh, Save didn't give me fake papers. Okay,
No.
I will
No, they
pull
very
out.
did not.
I will pull out my American passport. And
All right.
Hope this helps. And as I hand it, there's a $20 bill in the front fold of it as soon as they open it. This is my brother. He's hard of hearing. He doesn't speak. He's mute. He doesn't understand things.
All right. you're trying to smooth talk him and bribe him. What would you roll for bribery? Do you think? Do you have anything for bribery?
Let me go in.
You're a soldier. You're an archaeologist, and what's your third?
I'm a football hooligan.
Nope.
I love
Roll me
soccer.
2d6.
I would argue that being a professor, you've written a lot of grants, which is basically bribery.
Yeah, also that we could argue that, but
all right, I'll allow it. Roll 3.
all right.
Better use an elf, Montana.
I am using an help. Furthermore, I will also use a help. All right, here we go. My friend. I rolled a 17. My friend, my brother, he doesn't understand. We're just trying to go on to our next part of our vacation. Surely you understand.
Are you saying this in Italian or English?
I'm saying this in English, but in talking very slow and peppering in a little bit of Italian that I know, like "Mi scusi, signore, mi scusi."
While this is going on, I use this as a distraction to just go past.
All right.
And I rolled a
roll
17.
Roll me 4d6, Lucas.
And I'm doing my absolute damnedest to look like I am looking to Montana for help. Like I don't know what's going on.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
19.
You stroll on down. No one even looks at you. They're too busy looking at Montana and Ox. Eventually, he takes the 20 out of your passport, but pulls out a notebook, nods, jots something in the notebook, hands you back the passport.
Grazie, officere.
Where are you going?
We're going to Syracuse. Syracuse. We're just making a tour of the island.
Very good. Be sure to check in at Syracuse.
Of course.
There will be agents on the dock. You talk to them and tell them where you came from, and you present your papers.
Oh, and what is your name, officer?
Ignacio Mancuso.
Ignacio Mancuso. All right. Grazie.
Prego.
Come on, brother.
You make your way onto the boat. When you get on the boat, Matteo is there.
Oh, la 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 la.
Well, at least we got this far. Where's my money?
I pay him.
Thank you.
How much?
Good. Now get below decks and stay there.
Okay.
Until we are safely out to sea. See?
See.
See.
They untie the lines. There are 2 other guys there with him. They untie the lines, and you put out into sea. And as you sail out away from Catania, that is where we're going to end it for the evening. You have managed to escape the notice of the authorities once again.
That was a series of very important errands.
It's more suspense. This is very suspenseful.
This is
good.
I am like legit getting clammy on this stuff.
Yeah. Because
Well,
Ox was about to get real panicked and start trying to beat up some soldiers.
That could have gone well.
No.
Yeah.
What could have possibly gone wrong?
Murder. Lots and lots of murder.
More murders. Friends, thank you so much for joining us here at Gothic Horror Gaming. I know there's not been as much horror and it's been more suspense. Don't worry, we'll get there. Thank you for joining us. There's a lot more adventure to come in the coming weeks. So please come on back next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Before we do much of anything else, though, I would like to introduce our players so you get to meet them and see who they are. Let us start with Dr. Sabine.
Hi, everybody. My name is Katie Hauser. I am an actor and I am a member of Chase Treasure. And you can check me out at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival this November and December.
Excellent. We also have Dr. Montana Smith.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Kostelik. I'm also known as your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. And Shakespeare is going to be at the Sparta Renaissance Fair for the next 2 weekends, September 9th through the 17th. And then I'm also doing some spooky season tours with Black Cat Tours in Salem, Massachusetts. So starting Friday the 22nd and then through the rest of the spooky season. And you can also find more information at my website, hobthetroll.bandcamp.com.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one as well. Yeah. You can find me at hobthetroll@bandcamp.com.
Very good. We have Oliver Ox Hayes.
Hi, I'm Matt Selly, also known as the Sausage King. And you can see me at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. And then I believe after that, you can see me as Krampus.
Ooh.
You get to play a Krampus?
I get to play Krampus.
That's amazing. Very good. And
I'm
we
excited
also
about
have
that
with
one.
us Lucas Evans.
Hello. I'm Steve O'Dockerson. You can find me at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Festival, where I will be a beloved entertainer, Hob the Troll. You can. I'm also doing. In addition to that, I'm also going to be hanging out with Krampus, Hob the Troll, and Krampus together at last. We're getting the band back together,
We're
baby.
getting the band back together for the first time.
And I am doing an unofficial Nat 21 adventure tour for those who can't make it to Louisiana. Just hang out with me at the Popeyes in East Pete. You get to buy whatever I want and watch me play games on my phone.
That sounds amazing.
Followed immediately by an hour with the Sausage King at the Wawa in East Pete.
It's a walking tour.
That's actually kind of a long walk.
Oh yeah, well I'm driving. They're walking. I don't know what they're
All
doing.
right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Damn it, there's a Popeyes in East Pete.
Well,
And,
that's for Lancaster. This has been Lancaster talk.
Excuse me, you're pronouncing it how?
I'm saying Lancaster.
Oh, I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now.
Lancaster?
Thank you, Katie.
Lancashire?
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Pennsylvania. That's how they pronounce it.
Oh, that is how we pronounce it.
So my name is Tom Zadoyko. I'm the Glue Master. I am also going to be at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair in two various guises for the next 2 weeks with Buckle and Swash, my sword fighting show. And then after that, I will be in the Mud Pit at the Mud Skippers. So you can check me out over there. And you will also, yes, Buckle and Swash, attempted murder, but like funny. So come on by for that. But you keep mentioning the tour in New Orleans. And so I will also be down there for that. And that segues right into our sponsors, which renadventures.com doing the tour in Louisiana, December 5th through the 9th, D&D in New Orleans, culminating in a trip to the Louisiana Renaissance Fair. Next June, we are doing a castle tour in England. We'll be staying at Muncaster Castle. Ryan Gelotti, myself, and Paulo Garbanzo will be your dungeon masters over there. The first full week, I believe, of June. Check renadventures.com. We're finalizing the actual dates. And if we get enough interest, we'll do a second week, and we'll do 2 back to back. So you'll still get a chance to come on over. Play D&D with us in actual English castles. So pretty wild. I want to thank 3DTU, 3DTU.org, our good friends over there making all sorts of gaming supplies. And us with our book, Dare. You can check it out on Amazon, Kindle versions, print versions, and audio versions that I have narrated. So please check us out over there as well. Tune in tomorrow. Flash Phantasmagoria with Handler Z. She's been in the background, my wife, running the stream and the comments and such. She's writing spooky fiction off of your prompts at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And you get to see the results right there before your very eyes. So please check it out. And if you want to support us extra, you can also see us at Patreon, Quill and Quote. You have to type out the whole thing, as it is considered adult material because of the spooky and the horror and such. So please go ahead and give that a look. Am I correct in that we are not meeting next week? Is that right? I thought somebody couldn't make it.
Yes.
No, I mean,
Well, like I have a thing
For
later.
those of
that-
us going to the beach tomorrow or that week, we're going to get back just in time.
Lucas, you are busy though, correct?
in the let-
Stay
Yes.
tuned to our page.
sorry.
We may have to skip a week. There might be some conflicts, but tune into the Facebook page, Nat 21 Adventures, or on the Discord. You can check out the Discord. We'll have it there as well as to whether or not we're going to be around next week. Hopefully, we can. But we'll get that squared away, and as soon as we know for sure, we'll let you know. But the story will continue. We still have yet to find the last resting place of Daedalus, which is apparently what we're going for here at this point.
Daddy list.
We did find a charming market, though.
You
We
did.
Oh,
It was
Got some
delightful.
citrus.
and we got to see so many beautiful sights as we were puttering along the coast.
We
No
Yeah.
one
bribed some
died.
people.
No one died.
No one died. We bribed people. It was great.
And you'll get escorted to the town of Castelvetrano by the mob. So there's that. That'll be exciting and fun.
Heck yeah.
Friends, thank you so much once again for joining us. As always, we'll see you next time. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Good night.
Mwah.
When you're here, your family.